After going 4-1 yesterday on no runs first inning, I got 4 more picks for you. Let's check them out. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Ben, aka Cash Cake, back with another MLB Prizepicks no runs first inning video. Again, we went 4-1 yesterday. Just missed the Cleveland one. I thought we were going to get that one as well. We had Ramirez on third. Just couldn't push him over. But we went over the yes runs first inning in Arizona, Chicago. We missed the Detroit-Cleveland game. And then we hit Cincinnati-Toronto, the Washington-Milwaukee, and Tampa Bay-Baltimore game. So good day overall. We hit 4-0 in NBA and 4-1 in baseball. So we'll take 8-1 all day long. And I found 4 of them here, and a couple games that I'll talk about that I don't like, but the juice is on the unders on them. But I would actually take a chance on the overs at a few of them. But hey, if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep trying to knock these videos out for you. And let's just jump right in and check out some no runs first inning. All right, as you can see, we have the Prizepicks desktop up here. MLB, first inning runs allowed. Again, it's very simple. No runs first inning, under. If you think there's runs the first inning, over. If you don't have an account, use that promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And if you're a new Prizepicks account holder, you are eligible for a free month of DFSArmy VIP membership. All of that is in the description below. All right, I have 4 plays for you, but first I'm going to talk about a few plays here that the juice is on the under, but I would look at taking the over. The first one is this Athletics and Angels game where we have Montas and Lorenzen on the bump for both these teams. And they're just, both of them around 50% giving up runs in the first inning. And the juice is on the under at -134. Now, I know Oakland struggles offensively, but I wouldn't lay that juice personally with how bad those teams have, or those pitchers have been with giving up a run in the first inning. So I didn't call that one. So if you want to take a shot at plus money, like if you're betting on one of the books, I wouldn't touch this in Prizepicks. But if you're touching it on the books, maybe at plus 115, plus 110 on the over, I would take a chance on that, just looking at it. Another one was, the Astros at Rangers. Verlander 7-0 on the bump for Houston, but John Gray just hasn't been very good in the first inning. He's given up 3 out of the 5 games a run in the first inning. Houston just, my God, that offense was horrible last night. So the juice is on the under at -122. But if you want to take a jab at the over, I can understand that as well. So those are the 2 that the juice were on the under, but I didn't want to take a chance on it just by looking at how the pitchers are doing. I'm not going to play those 2. But if you want to dig more into those are the 2 that I'm not going to play. And I would take a chance on the regular books, maybe on the overs. But that's it. So let's talk about the 4 plays we do like. Let's first talk about, we're going to come here and talk about the KC and Minnesota game. So on the Minnesota side, we have Joe Ryan. He is 6-1 this year without giving up a run in the first inning. And then Brad Keller on the KC side, clean sheet, 6-0. -130 on the under here for no runs first inning. Kind of see how the offense has been doing a little bit. Both offenses have been, pretty decent at putting up runs first inning, especially Minnesota. They're at 50%. KC has put up runs in 3 of the last 10 games. So as we get to warmer weather, it makes more sense. More runs are going to be putting up in the first inning. But I still feel like with these pitchers on the mound, I will take a shot at the under, especially, you get -130 juice. It's one of the higher on the board here. I would take a shot at that. So we're going to take the under on this one. I don't know if this Diamondbacks and Cubs game is going to play, so can't really pull the trigger on that one. One of them I noticed they pulled off the board here. Yeah, it was San Diego, San Francisco. So I'm just going to talk about it. I don't see it up here on the board, but it has Joe Musgrove on the bump for San Diego, 5-2 this year and no runs first inning, and then Carlos Rodon on the other side at 6-0, -150. Maybe that's why they have it off the board. It's one of the highest no runs first inning, -150. So if you're out there, you want to take a shot at that. That was one of my favorite plays on the board, but it is not out there anymore. So I would, but if you can hit one of your books, I would take that. Just with those pitchers on the mound with Musgrove and Rodon, I would just take a shot at that one. Again, minus 150 on the under on that one. So what else we can look at here? We could take a look at the Guardians at the Tigers. It's still weird to call them the Guardians. It just doesn't compute in my brain. But yeah, looking at Cleveland, looking at Detroit here. Again, we just missed this one yesterday. I really thought they would get him aboard. But on the Detroit side, we got Fado on the mound, 2-0. And we have the Biebs, Shane Bieber, 7-0. So both pitchers have not given up around the first inning. The juice is around minus 135. It's probably one of my favorite plays on the board when it comes to, looking at the unders here, the ones that we do have left, considering we don't have the San Diego, San Francisco one, because I like that one the most. So looks like we might only have 3 plays on tap for today with them pulling that one off the board. But, looking at those offenses as well. Again, we know Detroit struggled big time, hasn't put up a run in the first inning in the last 10 games. And then Cleveland is 8-2. So really like this one. I think with both those pitchers on the mound, it's a good chance we get the under as well. Because if they were going to put up any runs, it was yesterday with that wind blowing out. And again, they got, Ramirez to third and just could not push him over. So, I'm going to take the under on this one. And then I guess the last one we'll talk about here is we're going to talk about the Brewers and the Nationals. So, Washington, we got Patrick Corbin on the mound. He is 8-0 this year, not giving up a run the first inning. And then we got Brandon Woodruff on the other side, 6-1, minus 125 juice on the under here as well. So I do like this, looking at both pitching stats of what they've done. Kind of look at their offenses a little bit. Washington has put up runs in 4 of the last 10, Milwaukee 3 of the last 10. But both, good pitchers on the mound here. Like the under. Milwaukee got going a little bit late last night, but early in the game they didn't get there. And there's better pitchers on the mound even today. So we hit that under yesterday for the Washington-Milwaukee. I would definitely go back to the well off this one and take the over one as well. So that's what we're kind of looking at here. There's not a ton. Some people told me to look at the total home runs here. We got 5 of them. This is kind of neat. You're just basically taking over home runs as a team and kind of looking at this, which is definitely neat. So it's definitely different. You're just looking for, team home runs, just looking for one of those guys to get a home run, which is kind of neat. You kind of have to like it here. So let's pull up these teams and kind of see. So on the Boston side, let's see, Angels got a 4 implied team total. I have to look up the pitcher and see if he's a fly ball pitcher or a ground ball pitcher for him, but they do have a 4 implied team total, which is pretty low. Houston, 4.7. I think if I was going to take a shot, I would take a shot at them, especially if you're getting Alvarez, Altuve, Tucker, and Bregman. They struggled yesterday, man. They hurt some of my lineups I built for DFS. But if you want to take a shot at that one, I completely get it. Anytime you can get the Dodgers bats, let's look and see what their implied team total is for them. They're in this early slate. And we have Boston's almost a 5 implied team total. So if we look at him a little bit, if you want to take a shot at that one with Devers, Story is absolutely on fire. He's put up, he had a home run last night. He had 3 home runs the night before. So that's not a bad looking one. If you're putting up applied team total of 5, they've just been absolutely on fire. So I guess if I would look at it, I would probably look at taking the Houston and Boston, but I would need to dig more into these to really go out, because I think the best way to approach giving you guys analysis on this is looking at the pitchers, seeing how many home runs they've given up over the 9 innings, seeing if they're a fly ball pitcher or a ground ball pitcher, and look at some of the BVP and seeing what some of those guys have done against those pitchers. So we might put something like that together, but again, I just kind of wanted to look at it a little bit. It is pretty interesting, but this video, focuses mostly on the no runs first inning. Again, I do like the San Diego, San Francisco one that wasn't up on the board here, so that's unfortunate. But the 3 that we're going to go with are KC at the Royals and Twins are taking the under, the Guardians and Tigers take the under, and the Brewers and Nationals. If I had to rank them, I'd probably rank the Guardians and Tigers number 1, Brewers and Nationals number 2, and then Royals and Twins as number 3. So with that, again, appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoy your Saturday and little baseball, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.